Welcome, Libra. I'm the cheeky high priestess, and you are most welcome here at my tarot table. Libra, second time air comes through the zodiac. This is your card, Justice. This is universal truth and balance. Yeah, and that's you. You're very good at balancing things. Very good. In fact, your catchphrase is, I balance. Yep. The world needs Libras, that's for sure. Today we're going to put a spread on the table about balancing relationships. Some relationship in your life that's, turbulent or irritating, or that you have a query about. This is for a platonic relationship, not a romantic relationship. I don't do romantic relationship reads online for collectives. I do them personally though, personal reads. If you'd like one, leave in the comment section, and if there's enough interest, I'll find a way to provide you with that service. But I just feel like platonic relationships need some attention too, and you don't find that on YouTube very often. So think in your mind of someone that's a friend or a family or someone that you work with that you know the relationship needs balance, and bring them into your mind. And we're going to take a look at how you're showing up in the 3D, how they're showing up in the 3D. How are you showing up in the 3D? Ooh. That's the Empress. Let's see how they're showing up. That's the Wheel. So whoever this is, you're trying to show up in this relationship as the Empress. This is a very feminine and soft energy. This is nurturing energy. You're trying to show up in a nurturing way here. And that's nice to see. Because it seems that they're showing up as a shift. There's a shift going on for them. Whomever this may be, there's evolution going on. You can see it in the way that they show up in the third dimension. And you're trying to be not casting an evil eye here. You're trying to be really thoughtful. And let's take a look at how you're showing up in your soul. I like to do that to see how it matches. This is Temperance. Some angel energy right there, but it's inspiration and balance. And I think that there's a need for balance because there's no water here. And these puzzle pieces down here. Yeah. That's the Lover's card. That's how they're showing up in the soul. But it came upside down. This is duality and a choice. And we'll dig into that a bit, but I just can't help but see these blindfolds. Like, this is really hard for this person. This shift and this evolution, they're having a hard time looking at it here. And really honoring the duality that exists. We'll dig into this, but I feel like it's hard for them to focus on the good. We'll dig in. But let's take a look at what the blockage is in this relationship. What needs attention here? Okay, this is the Magician. This is your consciousness. So this is using everything that you have to your advantage to manifest things. And this is coming upside down. You guys need to figure out how to help each other, not hinder, I think. But like I said, we'll dig into it. So what's the benefit of this relationship though? Like why is this in your life, you know? That's the Hierophant. Change and in guidance and traditions, and where you're seeking guidance, and what traditions serve you and what traditions don't. And let's just take a look at what you need to look at moving forward. So this is obviously a new perspective, but it is really opposed thinking. Yeah, you guys are helping each other to see the truth. To see the truth. These are big spreads. We'll dig into this. Here you are showing up as the Empress. You're trying to show up here appropriately. And you're trying to have understanding, and you're trying to be nurturing. But it's that some sort of sacrifice to yourself, and I think it's affecting your ability to manifest, but we'll dig into it here. You're showing up to this relationship with creativity, trying to make it work. Trying to make it work. Let's cut the deck. Wow, I'm not going to cut the deck. I'm going to take that. Yeah, so you're really, you're working hard on it. You're trying to balance yourself through this as well, and make sure that every piece of you is balanced and honored moving forward. And that's why you're showing up in this Empress energy here, because you are honoring your spiritual side, and you're honoring the side of you that wants to know what time it'll be done, and when you can see a return on it, and you're going to meld those things and go out there and create something in the world. And good on you for paying attention to that. This relationship has inspired you to do so. But something in your soul is a bit lacking here. There's a bit of, like you maybe have had to take emotion out of it or something, but it's, or you're trying to put emotion into it, but it's, let's just see. What do we need to know here? What's going on in this soul? What's the next level of energy down that we need to know? Yeah, see. You've lost some sleep over this. This person is important to you in a way. And it's made you lose some sleep. But through that, you've learned how to present yourself out there in the world. You really tossed and turned in your soul there for a bit. Or you are now, you are now. You're tossing and turning in your soul now a little bit. But you're trying to ignore it because you're trying to do the right thing. But here's them in their 3D. They're showing up as a major shift. They're having to look inward, and they don't really want to, but you know, this is a hard one for a lot of people. Yeah, okay, so this is the Two of Cups, and like I said, I do readings for okay, so we get the Ace of Cups, and that's our cup, and we put what we expect in it from like worthiness pieces, and you know what our vibration is. We put it in the cup, and then we go out there and we find another cup exactly the same vibration, and we exchanged it. And that's what's happened here. And the thing with relationships is that does happen, but then we grow and evolve and change through what we learn and experience within that relationship. So there's some sort of relationship in their life that's made them, I mean, you have to look inside and say, what am I putting in my cup? Like, what am I attracting out there? And that's not easy for anybody. I think this person is having a hard time with it. And having a hard time accepting that there's suckiness around. But there's duality in that, right? You can't have light without shade. It happens when there's light. It's just the way that it is. So they're showing up in their soul with this reverse Lovers card. having a hard time overcoming an obstacle in their soul. And it has to do with really how they feel about themselves, I think. Yeah. This is their ticket out to... This is their consciousness. Their ticket out is to realize that they have everything that they need to move forward within themselves, and that they can be the boss of their reality and create what they want. But it does come through inner reflection, you know, and that's never easy. It's never easy. And I think it might be hard for this person to accept that there are dark parts about themselves, and that those parts, they might be battling with the fact that I should just shove these parts down because I don't want to look at them, when really those parts need to be embraced and honored, and because they are a gift. They are a gift to help us look at what we need to look at. And there was blindfolds here in the first layer of energy. You know, it's really hard for this person to take a look there. And I think that's what's causing the rift here, because you know how to do that. But it's no matter what you say to this person, you're never going to get them. They have to experience and learn it themselves. You can only lead through example. Words don't teach. Words don't teach. It's your actions, and you getting right with yourself and balancing yourself and presenting yourself out there in the world is going to have an effect on this person. It's going to help this person turn this around, because they're going to see you getting right with these parts of yourself that keep you, you know, these things that keep you up, and that you get right with them. And through that, you're going to inspire this person to do the same. So here we're looking at the blockage. We're looking at what needs to be addressed. And it's this upside down magician, which... I mean, I don't need to explain to you that's on an upside down card here. This person has something to do with the blockage. I mean, of course you do too, but I think you're seeing things with some more universal truth than they are, because they're still stuck in the self-punishment, I can't believe I'm in this position moment, right? But that in turn, because we intertwine our energies with people, because we have soul contracts with them, it's affecting your ability to manifest as well. So whether this relationship continues or not, that needs to be addressed for yourself. So what else do we need to know here about this magician card? Yes. Well, you're going to have to regain confidence. And I think... this is the card of deception, but through sometimes we think something's going on over here, but it's not really, and vice versa, It's like a misreading, and this is the moon, but it's like the light's being shone here. You're ready for anything with this person. And these black feathers are helping me to remind you to put down the bad habits. Whatever codependent bad habits that's going on here, let's not blame the other person. If you would just be different, I'd feel better. There is deception in that kind of thinking. You got to just do what's right for you. And through doing that and honoring yourself, it's going to inspire change in people. But I think you know this. And I think you want to help this person know this. So this is the benefit of the relationship. This is the Hierophant. Like I said before, this is about guidance and traditions. And the benefit of this is because you're doing this. You're doing this over here. You're going, okay, I can deal with this myself. I know what I'm doing here. This person's wobbling with it a bit. But they want to. You're just like a one step ahead of this person. Yeah. And this is an obstacle to be overcome. And, you get, I don't know, this person has been around you for a long time. I think this person's been in your life for quite a while. But there's advancement here. There's advancement here moving forward. 5 and then a 6. That's the benefit. This is what you need to keep your eyes peeled moving forward, that this new perspective, it might be opposed thinking to what you've thought before, but this new perspective about this relationship is going to, this is the most love you can pull from the deck. This is patience and understanding and just taking your hands off the wheel and letting go and let God. You know, these two cards, there's a match here, the way it's like, shoo, the energy is like, shoo. Like this is trickling down here into this triangle for this person. But it's really important not to criticize. It's really important to stick to this energy here. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch through, Libra. Appreciate that. And if you know another Libra or someone that has a moon or ascendant sign, and they might benefit from this, please share. That would be so lovely, because these messages are important. And I know this is a bit out of the box, talking about a platonic relationship, but I think if you're taking the time to listen to it, you want this relationship in your life, and if there is a need for it here on YouTube to take a look at platonic. And if this is resonating with you and you have a relationship like this in your life, please put it in the comments and let me know. I would really appreciate that. So here you are in the 3D. You're coming across as Empress energy. You're coming across as you've really balanced yourself. Yeah, I mean, and there's progression there, and there's stability here. I know that they say that this is a miser you cling too tightly, but what's coming off of this is a card of solitude. This person has removed themselves from everything, and I think you're holding on really tightly to this energy. Like you don't want to give this up. You've worked really hard for it, and you can see advancement in your life with it, and you do want to hold on to it, but by doing so, clinging tightly ruins the connection. And that can be why this is happening here in the soul, where it's really calling you to just bring the emotion back into it. You don't have to be closed off. I know this was, maybe you did this initially to protect yourself and it's brought you to this place, but don't go back on a loop like that. Don't go back on a loop like that. And what else do we need to know about the soul here? What your soul's doing here? Showing up here, you're yearning for inspiration about something you love. Don't want to stay up at night anymore about it. Yeah. This is a 9 of Cups here. It's like a wish fulfillment that you've brought to yourself. You've really worked on this. This is the emotions that I'm talking about bringing back into Temperance here, the water. That there's a little bit of emotion lacking, and bringing that emotion back in, it's going to bring you your wish fulfillment. You're going to have victory here. You're going to have victory here. This is the 6 of Wands. You're going to be recognized for it. And what I mean by that is that it's going to inspire this person, and this person's going to inspire that person. And you're going to begin to really get good in your life, get goodness flowing all the time. I hope that helps you. Okay, so here they are. There's some toxic going on here a wee bit with this wheel and the blindfold on the wheel. It's been going on for quite a little bit here, and this person, yeah. So you've got the 3 of Pentacles over here, which is balancing the parts of these 2 parts of yourself, and then blending that, moving forward and creating something in the world. That's this times 2. So it's not only that, but it's paying attention to what you're giving your energy to in your world. Are you giving your energy to the right places? Are you neglecting like this person is really assessing things right now. And they're doing it whether they realize they're doing it or not. And they're picking up cues from you whether you realize they're doing it or not. And this is equal give and take. And I do believe that this will come back to you. Your patience that you have here. That if this will come back to you. So here they are in their soul. That's how they're showing up in the 3D. They're really yearning for equal give and take. But maybe remind them that in everything that they have here in the third dimension, there's a little piece of the universe in every pentacle. That's what that star is. And to really gaze into it and appreciate it for what it is, that's how you've gotten your victory over here. And if it comes up in conversation, there's no reason why you can't, you know, drop this tidbit into their hand, into their thought. Give them it in a way, sentences in a way that is thought-provoking to them so they can really receive it. Like I see you giving this to them and them really receiving it. Right. So their soul, this is new. This new soul journey is coming, and I'm just going to, for this person's sake, I'm just going to turn this card around here to help this person, whoever they may be, shift their energy, you know, and take this new beginning, this kind of remembrance of their soul and remembrance of what they're capable of and the understanding that there is duality. And I wish whoever this person is the best, I really do, because they want it. They want to feel better. So here, this is the blockage. This blockage is kind of affecting your ability. It's your consciousness here. So you're being called to stop thinking crappy stuff. Like, stop focusing on all the reasons that this relationship needed to be talked about today. If you're spending a lot of your time focusing on that, of course you can't manifest things. Of course it's going to become deceiving because you're not putting your thoughts in the right place. Your thoughts need to go into the joyful moments, and there must be joyful moments in this relationship that you can think of if you have to think about this relationship. You know, what else do we need to know about this blockage? I'll take both of them. Okay. You see that, right? You guys, you both need to, and that's where the light's going to come from. Just drop all these thoughts that don't matter. Drop all these thoughts that don't matter. That's powerful. And then you can have this new beginning here. You know, they got the Two of Cups here, and they're really questioning what they're putting in the cups, and you should too. That's a tall word, please excuse me. It would be wise of you to assess your cup too. We should all be assessing our cups. Ugh, that's such a tall word. I can't believe I just used it twice. But the universe speaks through in the way that it wants to speak through. You know what? I'm going to put this underneath because that's what comes after assessing these. You know, that's two aces here. And it's okay to reassess what's in your cup. And by you doing so, will inspire this person to do so whether you ever talk about it or not. What's the benefit of this relationship? You know, there's change. There's overcoming obstacles. I think, and if you haven't known this person for a long time, there's been relationships like this before for you. But I think you've known this person for a while. Yeah. And so what else do we need to know about this, the benefit? What does Libra need to know about the benefit? It's helping you really figure out what kind of relationships you want in your life. What kind of people you want around you. What kind of experiences, what happiness, excuse me for stuttering. What makes you happy? And what makes them happy? That's beautiful. Okay. Yes, I think you have known this person for a while. And now there's action happening. Like, it's been coming, a long time coming here. I see it here with this, is like these, this is. But it's showing up now. And you know what? Both of you can laugh about this. Like, really, you're going to come around a corner and laugh about this. And you're going to, if you could take the time, when you find yourself enjoying the journey, this guy doesn't have any shoes on. He's really enjoying the journey and feeling it between his toes. And a new beginning will be delivered in this relationship. It truly will. Truly will. Let's get a little encouragement for both of you. What kind of encouragement can the universe give you? here with this relationship, because you're clearly trying. It's important to you, this relationship. I don't know if it's a family, a friend, but good for you for bringing up this platonic relationship that needs balancing, because it's going to affect other areas in both your lives, and you can be the bigger person, for lack of a better term, and start change. And change doesn't come from words. It comes from behaviors, you know. It really does. Okay. What do you got for Libra universe? What do you got? True love can never really be lost. And you know, true love doesn't just have to be romantic. You can have true love in other areas of your life, and it's never really lost. You can get creative, especially if you want the relationship in your life. You can get creative. And you got it in you, and you already are, clearly. You already are. And you're going to have, your soul's going to win here. You're not going to worry about this anymore. You're going to know that angel energy is around, because it is, or it wouldn't come up here in this reading. Listen to the voice within when it persists. So this person needs reminding that they have an intuition, that they're on a soul journey, that it's okay to be accountable and to learn. Better said, remember. Remember about duality moving forward. Remember that they're the ones in control. Let's get a final word for you. Let's do them first. If this person was here, universe, and you could be talking to them directly, what would a final word be for them? Compassion. Tread a little more tenderly. I don't know if that's focus. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Heart sees. You know, and I dare say compassion for themselves. Compassion for themselves and other people, obviously, but compassion for themselves. Be a little kinder to themselves. Memories and the past hold the key. You know, this speaks to this. That's why I think you've known each other for a while. And if you haven't, something in the past is the key here. Something in the past is the key here. And it's been coming for a while. Forget me not. Well, that's your reading, beautiful souls. It's been an honor to share this table with you, and I look forward to the next time we meet. Many blessings.